My name is Frank. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 1987 to 1991. And immediately after that, I served in the Army National Guard Reserves from 91 to 93. When I got out the military, I was not prepared for what life had in store for me. So, every day was a struggle for me. The loss of sleep, having flashbacks of what has happened to me in my past, loud noises, certain things bothered me, certain smells reminded me of some of the stuff that I've seen, some of the stuff that I've been involved in. So I felt like an outsider, and I basically became a recluse. I stayed to myself a lot. I did what I knew best. I went to drinking. Drinking would numb my feelings. And soon after drinking, it graduated to marijuana. At the highest level, I experimented with cocaine also. Just not having to deal with my issues or anyone else's issues, just using was a way for me to escape. When I got my first DWI, that wasn't enough to make me want to stop. That started a snowball effect. I think I got arrested every week for 5 weeks, and it had a lot to do with using. Cannot remember a time that I've ever been arrested, beat up, stabbed, shot, or whatever, if drinking or using wasn't involved. I wind up homeless. I wind up going on welfare. I expected to be dead the way I was going. My wife now, but my fiance at the time of my arrest, she gave me an ultimatum. She was like, either you do something about your problem or there's gonna be no more us. And I agreed to go into a detox. I went into Montrose VA Drug and Alcohol Detox Center. They strongly suggested that I go to the inpatient PTSD unit, and I agreed. We had to get up and speak in front of the groups that we were in. That was my first indication of that there was help out there for me. After 7 months of being clean, I picked up and started drinking again. My father passed away, and I knew my father was terminally ill, and it felt like a good idea to numb myself again. And I received my second DWI arrest. This time I was in Veterans Court. Drug treatment court is available to veterans who have nonviolent charges. You have to maintain a journal of all self-help meetings you've been to. You have to maintain some type of employment. You have to go to outpatient treatment, and they expect you not to use. The mentor I had was also in the military and was also a Marine Corps veteran. There was so much identification because this person that became my mentor was also a former user. So just having someone that understood everything that I felt made it much easier for me to accept help from people. From the time that I went in there to the time that I graduated, my life changed substantially. I was able to regain some things that I've lost in the process of using, and most importantly was my family. And once my family seen me doing the right thing, the trust started coming back, and the good times started happening all over again. I was invited to come back as a mentor. Volunteering for me is very important because, just to see the progress, to see the smiles on people's faces that never smiled before. It just gives me a feeling that I don't think money can buy, and by me giving back, it kind of helps me to stay green. And I want to be an example to them because if I can make it, I feel like anyone can make it.